Good evening. Man, what a day. What a day. I worked at my second job today at the corporate store. Whew. It was a busy day today. It was really busy. It was like abnormally busy. It was unique. It was unique to say the least. But dang, did I have a good time. I had a good time. I had a good time with my coworkers. I had a good time with the peeps that came in. Some, not the best interaction, but you always make the most out of situations. It's one of those things. It is what it is. In a lot of circumstances, a lot of things are out of our control right now for a lot of us. And so you learn to make a light of certain circumstances. And when you're dealing with unfavorable people that are just committed to being grumpy, just don't let them get the best of you. But I'll tell you what, sometimes I do get spicy and fiery. I do. But I try to be very diplomatic with how I respond. But I swear, you catch me driving in my car or solo dolo, having me my little fun conversations, boy, I let it loose. I let it out. All of it. All of the nonsense just blows. Some of it I keep inside, though. Some of it I keep inside. A lot came to me today, and I now realize with the amount of shadow banning that I have on all of my platforms. I have 2 TikTok accounts, and like 1 minute, one will get 0 views, the other one will get a few views, and just like same thing with my YouTube and Insta and Facebook. And so there's some things that I'm going to try to roll out in the next couple of months. I'm in the process of trying to really get into a new place. And so I'm really focused and locked in on that. And so I got to work crazy hours to get it accomplished. And, it's one of those things. You kind of pick your goals, you pick your trajectory, and you stay steadfast. And so that's how, at least for me, that's how it operates for me. And so a couple of things. So a song that I love came on. I turned it on actually because I wanted to listen to it, and it really it speaks so much volumes. It's a freaking favorite, and it just reminds me of that video that Trump made in reference, I believe it was to immigrants in the border, and it's why are you hating what? Well, we'll just start it.
I don't see how you can hate from outside of the club.
You can't even get in. Let it go.
Leg out. Yellow model cheese. Yellow.
I be getting down, guys. I be getting down. I like some hood stuff. I'm very savage. I like some, anyways. I like tunes. I like music. I like what makes me feel good. So it came to me that, in that portion of it was like, why are you hating? You can't even get in to the club, right? And it came to me, I'm like, it's so funny because it's like, for me personally, I've never really been one of those people that wants to get in the club, right? Or wants to be a part of the cool kids, or wants to be a part of said, elites, or a part of said, whatever, fill in the blanks. I've never really been one of those people because a big portion of my life, I just was always the last one picked, and it just, I guess when you get used to always getting turned down or shunned, you then adopt different ways to make it to where you don't get hurt. And so it's never been for me to want to get inside the club or hang out with the cool kids. But there was a portion of me where I just wanted to make people happy. The people that I was surrounded by, my friends, my family, my colleagues, the businesses that I work for. I move mountains to make people happy. In the course of that, I lost sight of myself. I lost sight of what was important to me, what even made me happy. And I lost sight of my morals, my values, my integrity. We are so easily conditioned in this world where you have to walk this way, you have to act this way, you have to look this way, you have to do these things, or you don't amount to anything. And that's what's kind of constructed in this little matrix, right? Because there's so many uniqueness in those that control the narrative of the system. And it's, to me, I began walking in my true self when I decided to recognize that I'm not designed to get in the club. That's not something that is in my destiny, my purpose. Like that's not for me. And I've always tried to walk through everything that I've been through these last few years, with, humility, humbleness, integrity, ethics, and not throwing shade, even though I know that there's been so much shade and all this hate thrown at me for no reason. And I've taken it all on the chin, right? But there becomes a point in your walk where you recognize, like, if you're surrounded by people that don't want you in their club, okay, cool. And then you decide, all right, I don't want to be in your club. I've realized that your club is not for me. Okay. You don't want me there. I've tried for many years. It's not worked out for me. So, okay, cool. All right. Take a loss. Cool. Sure. But then when you move over to the side where, okay, you don't want to be in their club no more, then they're upset that you don't want to be in their club no more. Then you're also still their enemy. It's like, danged if you do, danged if you don't with these people. Danged if you do, danged if you don't. They don't want you in their club. So you're like, cool, I don't want to be in your club. You have your club. You have your weirdos. You have your elites. You have all your corruption, your cover-ups, your dirty schemes. Do you, boo-boos. Do you, and have all the money in the world you want. Do it. Do it. Do it. And then they still hate on you. They still hate on you. It's like, and when you put things in perspective of the ignorance of it, it really makes light of the reality of the world. The reality of the world. It makes light of it. Because it's like, why am I going to allow that type of thinking and that type of comparedness get in my head to make me feel any less than what I am? I don't act like that. I don't look at people like that. If anybody wants to come in my club, they're more than welcome to. And if nobody wants to be in my club, I'm not going to hate on them for that. Right? I mean, it makes no difference to me. So why can't we get to a place where we just appreciate people for who they are? If they want to get in your club, they don't want to get in your club. They want to be a part of the cool kids. They don't want to be a part of the cool kids. Like, just let people be. But no, we can't do that. We cannot do that. Let's hear. I got some messages coming through. Yep, I'm a new person. What's your next smearing rumor? Keep them coming. I know that's right. I am a new person. I'm different. Okay, cool. So what else are you upset about? This is the thing too. If you are people that decide to jump on the bandwagon of gossiping versus go to the source, then yeah, you're a part of the problem. You're a part of the problem. If you're going to jump on the bandwagon and completely demolish someone and smear them without even talking to them about it, you're a part of the problem. And I have no words for you. You've lost my respect at that point. You have. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say, because to me, your actions speak louder than your actions equal your character, right? And so if people choose to act in that way, it's a reflection of their character. Period. If you're going to jump on the gossip train instead of just talking to the source about the true validity of what's corresponding between everything, then you're a part of the problem. And hopefully one day, for our children's sake, we'll get to a world where we actually have adults running it. There's that. Or we'll get to a world where we have adults that are truly adults start acting like adults instead of little kids. But until that day comes, I'm going to keep choosing and moving and operating in who I am and not giving an F. I know that so many people get to a place where like, yeah, I don't give an F, but then they actually do care. I'm telling you, the true freedom is when you do not care. You don't care what people think. You don't allow it to affect you, and you stand on what your truth is. Your truth. And you stand on your morals, your values, your integrity, your dignity, your grace, and own it. And don't let anybody sway you and make you feel less than what you are.